it! We're finally free, listener! We've escaped the loop, finally! I mean, it's about time. The amount of kissing that was going on. I don't know how much more I could take. Are you alright? Not injured or anything? It wasn't a pleasant experience, I know, but... You on the laptop? Who the heck are you? Who else would I be talking to? I literally just said you on the laptop. Jeez. Look at this guy, listener. Not the brightest, are they? But what are they doing here? And more importantly, what are they actually doing on that laptop? I know, it does seem strange, and that's compared to everything we've been through over the last couple months. So, friend, why don't you make this easier and enlighten us a little? What's going on? Not gonna tell us? Well, I can't imagine why that would be. We're a fairly reasonable pair, aren't we, listener? Granted, we just entered this person's room somehow, which could be a bit jarring. But that wasn't our fault. We just wound up here. And we're not aggressive, not hostile. And being honest, this might just be my police training noticing this, but the person on the laptop, they don't seem too surprised to see us, do they? Tell me, friend, you wouldn't happen to be writing on that laptop, would you? Writing a certain ASMR series about a certain protagonist police officer? Ha! I thought so. Protagonist Police, get your hands in the air. Let me see those hands. Make a move and I'll shoot. I've had a very frustrating couple months, so don't think I won't. Turn around for me. Glad to finally use these handcuffs for something other than NSFW purposes. God, it feels good to finally do that. I've spent the last 2 months hoping I'd get the chance to do this. I'm so glad it's finally happening. You are going to jail for a long time for what you've done, Ryder. For the scripts you've written, worlds you've destroyed, people you've killed. You are without a doubt the embodiment of evil. Not only did you trap me in a script, not only did you make it a loop, not only did you make it an NSFW script, but you made the listener... Well, just look at them. Couldn't you have done something else? Maybe put me with someone who actually has a backstory? That way I could have at least had a few interesting conversations with them. But no, you had to be lazy, had to make them a bland and malleable, glorified extra whose only purpose was to move the plot along. Disgusting. I hope you're proud of yourself, you hack. You are without a doubt one of the worst writers I have ever What is it, listener? That's weird. I don't hear the protagonist detector beeping. I suppose it could just be because of the writing energies coming from the laptop. But it's not, is it, Ryder? We're in another script, aren't we? Aren't we? They're not talking. Shut up tighter than a clamshell? Ugh. There's that weird dialogue again. Why would anyone ever say that? Do me a favor, listener. Show me that laptop. Yeah, just spin it around on the table. I need to keep my gun trained on our friend here, in case they try to escape or something. I hope they do. I really hope they do. Let's see what we have. Escaping an ASMR script with the Protagonist Police. I knew it. Awful title, by the way. No way it's gonna get any upvotes or fills, but I don't mind the plot. Probably a first draft. It explains why they forgot to add the protagonist detector beeping sound effect, as well as the clunky dialogue. Oh, final draft? Really? Oof. If that's what you call a final draft, I'd hate to have seen the first. Let's see what we have. Open bracket. We fade in on the sound of typing before a door suddenly gets kicked open. Close bracket. Yep, that's how this scene started. Explains why I can't remember how we actually escaped the script loop we were in. What is this, then? The conclusion of the series? A little ending to close the loop? Wrap up the plot holes? As if that could redeem the things you've done. Oh, it's more than that? What exactly is it, then? Hang on. You've written 150 scripts? That's monstrous. Do you have any idea the chaos you've wrought? That's 150 worlds destroyed. 150 protagonists running around, causing events to happen, creating a chain of narratives threatening to destroy the fragility of the multiverse. Why would you do this? What kind of excuse is that? You just like writing? Nobody likes writing, especially not writers. Those that do are either deluded or insane. And I think I know which of those you are, friend. Yeah, the latter. You'd have to be with how carelessly you've destroyed the lives of billions, if not trillions of people. Oh, you are definitely going to jail. Not just any jail, though. Protagonist Police jail. Let me explain how that works for writers. It's very different from protagonists. See, with protagonists, we can just lock them up. Throw away the key so that there's no one for them to interact with. But with writers, it's a whole other story. You can't be allowed to write at all. Can't even dream of a narrative, because that's basically the same thing, you just haven't written it down. You have to be lobotomized. It's the only way. A small sacrifice for keeping our universes safe. I'm gonna ask to throw the switch myself. I feel I deserve it. I'll be omitting a few details, of course. Can't have my supervisors realizing that I'm actually a protagonist, can I? After what I've been through, I don't deserve to spend the rest of my life in a cell. Besides, I'm starting to think I can fix that little problem. Before we get around to that, let's see what else you've done. Any stories I've helped prevent, perhaps? Gotta say, I'm very curious. There's a lot of vampire scripts here. You must really like writing those. Well, guess what? I just deleted them. They're gone. Bye-bye, vampire visitor. See you never, giantess vampire. The worlds you've tortured are safe now. What else is on here? Ah, a sci-fi bounty hunter. Seems like a fun series, but did it really need to be 6 parts? 7? Oh, yeah, there's an epilogue, I see it. Ever hear of condensing your plot to its essentials, writer? Doesn't matter now, though. It's gone now. What else? Some upcoming projects? Yandere Necromancer. Delete. Sentient AI car. Delete. Zombie Uber driver. Definitely delete. Their worlds can sleep soundly knowing those stories will never see the light of day, writer. But what am I doing? I'm wasting time. After all, it's quite convenient you have all your scripts in one folder. Why, with a single click of my finger, I can make it so none of this ever happened. Erase the whole series from existence. Get my life back in order. Or maybe I could punish you. After all, it would be fair. Put you into a series for a change. See how you like it. Maybe a horror script. What would that be titled? Dom Evil Demon Torture Scriptwriter? I'm not quite an expert in the field of ASMR, but I'm sure that would get quite a few upvotes, wouldn't it? A few fills? Or maybe I'll make it so that we swap places. You can be the one kissing the listener here, and I'll be the one doing the typing. But unlike you, I won't be stupid enough to write a part 3. I won't be stupid enough to write myself into... Hang on. Why did you write yourself into the narrative? Let yourself get abused by your characters? I mean, what kind of weird masochistic freak would do such a thing? Especially if it's not finished. Especially if... Oh no. I should have read ahead, shouldn't I? I mean, why didn't I? This is your doing, isn't it? Let's just skip to the ending. Open bracket. We hear the sound of a door opening and closing. The typing restarts as the writer resumes writing. We fade out. Close bracket. Oh no. Oh no. The script. The script is done. All this is preordained. We're just saying what the writer wants us to say. And you didn't even set it up. You really are a hack. Not only that, but you made the listener here useless. Inept. They've barely done anything this script. I hope you're happy. And this is basically the same twist as the last 2 parts. Can't come up with a good idea to save your life, can you? So let me guess. You're gonna escape the handcuffs now. Just write them away? Is that what you did? Yep, there they go. Wow, how inventive. I mean, really, you have unlimited freedom when it comes to writing. The ability to come up with any means of escape, and that's what you choose? The most boring, the most mundane option out there? And yep, there you go, sitting back at your laptop. Realistically, I could stop you, but the script isn't letting me. You know what we call this, listener? Lazy writing. Come on, this is your 150th script. Put a little effort in. Guess that script title was a red herring, huh? What are you gonna do this time? Embarrass me? Humiliate me some more? I bet you find it funny treating your characters like this. Just because we don't seem real to you doesn't mean we don't have feelings. It doesn't mean what you do to us doesn't hurt. But you don't care. So go ahead. Get it over with. Wait, when did that door get here? You see it, don't you, listener? It must have just popped up. What's going on here, writer? You're letting us go? Back to our world? Really? Why would you do that? I threatened you. Was planning on torturing you, essentially. Why the heck would you do that? Well, if you think that's the only way to get a satisfying ending, I won't argue. Though personally, I would have preferred if the story never began in the first place. But thank you for wrapping up loose ends and not just leaving us in that loop forever and ever. I guess some writers do have a heart. Come on, listener, let's get out of here before they get an idea for part 4 or something. But just so you know, writer, if I ever do become a protagonist again, I swear, it doesn't matter how many NSFW scripts you trap me in, I will escape, I will break free, and I will find you. Got it? Glad to see we're on the same page. Before I go, thank you to everyone who read, filled, or watched this series. You're all wonderful. Shout out to my fellow writers Stormcoming8 and Shinning Light ASMR for their help on this series. You guys are awesome. Wait, why did I say that? I didn't want to say that. I don't even know those people. It doesn't matter. It's over. I'm done.